Anybody who wants to claim that she was purely a victim is in denial. Loon, there's no way. I don't care how much grooming. You're not a child. You're a grown woman and you mixed race on top of that. So you got a white parent. You feel? There's no way you're doing all of this if you don't want to.
Do you think that?
No way.
From a psychologist standpoint.
Not for a woman with a white parent.
What about the Stockholm syndrome thing that people are trying to
that's very real.
Around?
I believe that all of that bears some truth in this case, but cannot be completely explained by it. Here's the problem I had with the Cassie supporters, right? And I empathize with the sister as well because Puffy did take advantage of her. Yeah. The problem I'm having, Loon, is I'm seeing people go out of their way and make excuses for her because she's not an all-black woman. If Cassie wasn't light-skinned and mixed race, do you really think she would be getting this type of sympathy from the black community or the America at all? No. It's because she was mixed race that people are coming to her aid. If this was Lizzo in this case, you feel me? She wouldn't get half the sympathy. She would be called a gold digger, and if you didn't want to be there, you could have left. You feel me? Yes.
I didn't think about
black
that.
Women don't give black women that type of support. This is only happening because Cassie is mixed race. Yes.
And but there's a lot of people who are, so from a psychologist standpoint, can you explain even what Stockholm syndrome means to people?
Stockholm syndrome is when someone grooms you, dominates, destroys you to the point where they eliminate any imagination or memory of you being independent or wanting independence. You start to depend on them. You start to rely on them. They become your world, and you start to believe that you cannot exist without them, despite the fact that they are punishing you, manipulating you, and putting your life in danger.
So Dr. Umar Johnson is trending again. And this time, he's putting Cassie's name in the center of a colorism storm. On It's Up There podcast, Dr. Umar said what a lot of people already been whispering. Cassie is getting an enormous wave of sympathy, not just because she was a victim, but because she's light-skinned and racially ambiguous. According to him, if Cassie were a dark-skinned black woman, the public wouldn't be as forgiving, empathetic, or outraged. Now, before we go any further, let's acknowledge the obvious. Diddy is accused of horrific things, and what Cassie went through, whether she was groomed, abused, manipulated, or controlled, deserves to be taken seriously. That's not up for debate. But what is being debated is how society picks and chooses who gets to be the perfect victim. People in the comments are saying flat out, let Cassie have been dark-skinned. Nobody would have cared. If it was young Miami on the stand, y'all would have been calling her everything but a child of God. Y'all didn't even believe Megan Thee Stallion when she got shot. But Cassie, oh, y'all are lighting candles and forming prayer circles. And here's the thing, they're not wrong. When we talk about abuse and exploitation, the same people screaming, protect women, suddenly get real quiet or real skeptical when the woman in question doesn't fit society's preferred image of softness. Let's be honest, pretty racially ambiguous women are easier for the public to feel bad for. They fit the damsel in distress mold. Mixed, light skin, small frame, long hair. It triggers sympathy in people. But when it's a black woman, especially a darker-skinned one with 4C hair, suddenly the story shifts from she was victimized to she should have known better. And Dr. Umar is pointing that out. Now, to be fair, some folks are saying Cassie is a victim. Full stop. Regardless of her skin tone, she was young when she met Diddy and stayed for years. And some of the decisions she made, like not pressing charges or staying with him, are common among people in abusive relationships. Abuse is complex, and blaming victims for survival tactics is dangerous. But here's where the real conversation gets messy. Did Cassie escape accountability because of how she looks? Let's not forget, in the recent male escort lawsuit, Cassie is being accused of manipulating a man, giving him an STD, and crossing state lines with escorts. People are asking, why isn't she on trial too? Others are pointing to Cassie allegedly cheating on her husband with Diddy again after their divorce. And then there's the infamous Jay-Z comment, which some say showed her mindset about chasing men with power. So while Cassie's pain is valid, the truth is, her beauty and complexion might be shielding her from the same criticism other women, especially Black women, would have gotten immediately. The public didn't even believe Dawn, one of the darker-skinned women who testified in Diddy's case. One juror literally said they didn't trust her story. But Cassie? She's considered brave, believable, and pure, despite the fact that she hasn't taken the stand or faced cross-examination in court. So here's the uncomfortable truth. Colorism does influence who gets to be seen as a victim. And Dr. Umar, messy or not, might just be right this time. Let's talk about it.